Arthur C. Clarke famously said, "Any sufficiently advanced technology is indistinguishable from magic." This couldn't be more true for artificial intelligence. AI is so advanced that people dedicate entire careers to understanding it. Now, I know what you might be thinking. How do you put machine learning to work in marketing if you can't even converse with a career data scientist? I want to help you understand what machine learning is in general, how it is different from everything that came before it, and how different flavors of machine learning can solve different kinds of problems, so you can start exploring where and when to use it. Machine learning is a new type of programming, a way of telling the computer what you want it to do. We started with COBOL and Fortran and C, strict instructions to be executed exactly. Next comes mathematical models, simple ones like your budget in an Excel spreadsheet. Change the values to play what-if games, even change the formulas, which are just short programs linked from cell to cell. Beyond that comes predictive analytics. These are handcrafted statistical models built with lots of assumptions and tweaking to make a model reflect the real world well enough to make predictions. Machine learning is software that looks at a pile of data and builds a model based on the data. It looks for patterns and derives rules about the data from the data and uses that to answer questions or make predictions. The learning in machine learning comes from the fact that it can change its mind. When new data shows up, it reassesses, looks for new patterns, and updates its own mathematical model of the world. Now, there are three broad types of machine learning. The first is supervised learning. This is where you know the answer, give the machine lots and lots of examples, and ask it questions like, is this a photo of a dog or a cat? Who out there looks like my best customer? Which of my customers are best suited for upselling? Next is unsupervised learning. This is where you ask the machine to tell you something that you didn't know. Find a pattern. Show me a correlation I wouldn't have thought to look for. And finally, there's reinforcement learning. This is a whole different animal. You give the machine a task and a goal, and it makes changes that improve the outcome. You want more email opens? The machine can crank out a bunch of subject lines, see which ones get opened, then creates and tests subject lines that are more like the ones that got opened. It learns from its own actions. Do you see the power here? We can teach the machine to score prospects based on our customer data, or determine what messaging would be the best next action, or qualify leads for the sales team, or predict which prospects are the most likely to be high lifetime value customers. Now, it can seem pretty daunting to get started using machine learning, but actually, it's not that difficult. Here's what I want you to do. Make a list of the tasks that software like this might do for your company. What problems it could solve, what barriers it could remove, what tasks it might be able to improve. You then prioritize that list and start that conversation with your data scientists, your consulting agencies, and your technology vendors. Once you have an idea of the problems you'd like to solve, you'll be able to take advantage of this magical software before you know it.